How was the scrimmage for you guys?
Scrimmage was very well. As an offense or as a position?
Well, it's a position group.
As a position, they came in, they were focused, made a couple of plays, did some special things as well. So it was good to see. Got a chance to bring practice to the field. That's all you want to do.
How do you evaluate the running backs in a scrimmage situation like that?
I mean, well, you got live plays. You know, all those tag offs and whiz tempo. Now you get a chance to see, are you breaking that tackle? Are you making that play, the spectacular play? And we got a chance to see that. So those guys that are making those force-miss tackles and making those plays down the field, obviously those are going to be the guys that are going to be playing for us.
Did any play stand out to you, like someone make a big run or something?
There was a couple. There was a couple out there. All the entire group had a hand in kind of being explosive. So everybody made a play or two.
But you see really a little bit now. Coach Riley talked about not wanting to annoy freshmen early. What have you seen kind of now, pads on and some physical stuff?
Man, we're chopping wood. Chopping wood. He's a very good player. There's no doubt about it. He just got to continue to get acclimated to the college game. But I think that he's going to be able to help the Trojans for sure.
Do you feel like Darwin Barlow has made a jump from spring to fall?
I do. Darwin had a really good scrimmage as well. You know, made quite a few plays in the scrimmage, and just getting more comfortable with the offense. You know, we're all new. Whether you were here or you came from another place, everybody's new to this offense. You know, some of us are new to this place, but just getting acclimated to the play calls and the expectations. I think he's made a considerable jump from spring to now.
How do you think he's handled the competition with Austin and Trout Stein?
I think he's handled it very well. You know, when things are clear from the beginning, the best players are going to play, and here's your opportunities. When you look at the touches and the opportunities, they're almost dead even across the board. So you actually have gotten your shot to show us what you can do, and we're going to make sure that we slot the guys accordingly.
Lincoln has talked a lot in the past just about adapting every year and changing his offense a little bit, tweaking here and there.
Yeah.
How have you just been able to see that? I know you're new to working with Lincoln, but even just in the short amount of time you've been with him, how have you been able to see that adapting?
Give the players the ball. You know what I mean? If you're out here making plays, those are the plays that we're going to call. You know, at the end of the day, and I think that's kind of universal. You know, I mean, I've seen his offenses over time. He's had two great backs. Well, they're in 20 personnel. They've had an electric tight end. They're in 11 personnel. You know, they got 4 wide receivers. They're going to be in 10. So I think that he just does an amazing job of just getting the playmakers the ball.
Have you seen pass protection evolve just from the group overall?
We're going to block. We are going to block, and we're going to be well. We're going to do it well, for sure. These guys have made an incredible jump from the spring until now in terms of their technique and winning those one-on-one situations and blitz pickups. So they're going to continue to do that. We're going to block. We do it almost every 2 practices, and then we get into routes. So if this is a 5-day-a-week deal, 4 days out of the week, they're going to be doing blitz pickups. So we consider that something that we hold in high regard, and we got to get a chance to get it done.
Sorry if you already asked this, but with relief, where do you feel like he needs to take the biggest step? Or where's the biggest challenge for him early on?
Just becoming comfortable with being at college. You know, I was in high school just a couple months ago, you know what I mean? And that's a different deal in its entirety. So just being here, understanding the expectation, understand what's going on and where we're going and where you're at. You know what I mean? Obviously, he came from a big-time high school, so he understands that there's a high expectation for execution and winning these games, and he's just got to continue to become more comfortable with that. So just being here and being a college student and just understanding that, hey man, everything is graded and it's, you know, everything you do is under a microscope.
On the flip side of that, any aspect of his game you feel like is maybe ahead of schedule?
You know, really has some really good hands. He really does. Soft hands. His ball skills are, I would say, or consider ahead of schedule for sure. So he's a joy to have, and he's continuing to blossom and develop in this program.
This being your first year with everybody here, how do you go about learning kind of what makes them tick, how many plays they can go in a row, how many carries they can get over the course of a game?
Well, first of all, getting a chance to watch them through practice and getting a chance to communicate with them off of practice. You know what I mean? You have to get a chance to know your guys and know these players. They're just not athletes. You know what I mean? These are somebody's sons. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you got to spend a lot of time off the field getting acclimated to them. understanding who they are, what makes them tick. And then obviously through reps, we want to get those guys some reps, and you get a chance to see as a coach how many they can go or how many they can.
When you first took the job, or just got a hold of the playbook even, I guess, what impressed you most just about the system, the offensive philosophy?
The versatility, you know what I mean? The versatility, we want to be able to throw it down the field. We want to be able to have some quick game, the run game, versatility. It's just so able to adapt to the players. So when you have a playbook with that much flexibility, there's nothing that you can't do.
Let's do one more. You good?
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks,
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.